Hello there, El Presidente Tel here, doing my first YouTube clarification video. Now, I made a video the other day called Being Aware of False Prophets, and oh, what a storm it caused. I've taken it down mainly because two reasons. One, the microphone wasn't working properly. Two, I got fed up in comments of people going, the microphone's not working properly, God did it, lol. So rather than go into the whole argument again, because some people seem to have got the idea that it was purely about the Latter-day Saints, and I think a lot of people who came here were Latter-day Saints who were angry about it. And, you know, they've got very defensive because I've made a few questions about their prophet. Let me just state that this is open to any religious person. It just happened to be a video on the Latter-day Saints that I made a response to. But rather than go into the whole argument I used against him, I'm going to ask the questions I asked again and open up the floor to comments on those. 1. If Satan is a creation of God, why doesn't God just eradicate him and therefore eradicate the evil from the world? If God is all-powerful, he can do this. If he could do this and has not, then he is not all-loving, because by keeping Satan alive, according to the arguments of those who are adherents to this, then Satan is allowed to continue to cause misery to humanity. Question 2. If the evil in men's hearts is there because of Satan, and because Satan is there for God to test our faith, does that mean that Satan is an instrument of God, and that the previous juxtaposition of good and evil are essentially two sides of the same coin? Or is it that evil is a necessary thing in the human condition? And if so, can you think of any times in history when evil was necessary? And my final question would be regarding prophets. Now, in the video that the LDS Life made, he holds up Joseph Smith as a prophet, and he denounces people such as Jim Jones as false prophets. My question is, what criteria are you using to denote the true prophet from the false prophet? What beyond their written works is sort of evidence for you that they are a prophet? I do not ask this as an attack on anyone's faith. I do not ask this as an attack on their belief. If your beliefs work for you, then that is fine. But if you want to try and convince other people and proselytize to other people, then you should be prepared to answer questions such as these. Now, I know probably a lot of the Latter-day Saints people disliked this video before. If they still want to, then that's absolutely fine. I did not get into YouTube for a popularity contest. But I would appreciate it if anyone would be willing to engage in some form of dialogue with me, so that we may reach some sort of better understanding. This is El Presidente Tel, wishing you all love, peace and liberty.